Hello everyone and welcome to Module 2. Just like Module 1, I'm going to go into depth on what your tasks are this week, what the content looks like, and go over anything that may be confusing. So this week runs from Monday, August 8th to Sunday, August 14th, 11:59. You want to make sure that you turn in any assignments by the 14th at 11:59 p.m. This week, you will learn and explore content about severe weather. So if you remember last week, you guys worked on the water cycle and cloud formation. And today we are going to move on to severe weather. You are definitely going to need the background knowledge that you gained from last week for this module and the following. Your objective for this module is students will learn about 4 severe weather phenomena and take down notes using a capture sheet. So this week, there are a lot of tasks, so you definitely want to make sure that you are breaking up the work amongst the week. So your checklist for this week, the first thing you need to do is view the video, of course, that I'm recording right now. After that, you have 2 photos that you need to analyze, and you need to leave a comment answering the questions. After that, there's a definition of severe weather that I would like you to read. Next, there is a video, a crash course video on severe weather that I would like you to watch. After that, there are 4 news reports on tornadoes, hurricanes, thunderstorms, and blizzards that I would like you to explore. After that, you will be able to open the capture sheet and choose one severe weather phenomenon to focus on for the remainder of the project. And then for the rest of the module, you are going to continue your research only on the severe weather phenomenon you chose. And after that, you are going to make sure that you are using the capture sheet to record your findings. And as we get more into this video, I will definitely be explaining this week's tasks as it is a bit more complicated than last week. So again, once this video is done being recorded, it will be right here under your resources tab. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to analyze the photo similar to last week. This week we have a carousel of images, so make sure you are going through all of them. You are reading the caption and the questions. Okay. After that, you are going to put your answer to the questions in the comment box below. Please make sure you are answering questions completely. Your next task is to read the definition about severe weather. Before you start this module, you need to know what severe weather is, so please make sure to take a look at this definition. Next, you are going to watch a Crash Course Kids video on what severe weather is. Please make sure you are listening for the 4 types of major weather events that we are going to be talking about. And again, those 4 events were mentioned in our checklist right over here. Okay. So please take a look at that video. Now this part is, we're getting into the more, I don't want to say more important things because those tasks above were very important and you make sure that you're doing those. But now we're getting more into the depths of the project. So what you're going to do here, you're actually going to watch 4 different news reports on the 4 extreme weather phenomena we are learning about. So over here we have a video about blizzards. The first one here is about thunderstorms, hurricanes, and tornadoes. So this first video, I know you can see it says video unavailable. So this was actually a really great video, and all of these are embedded in here, so you can just click play. But for this particular one, you're going to have to click on the Watch on YouTube link, and then it'll redirect you to the YouTube, a YouTube tab. The video still does work, and it was an amazing video, so I didn't want to not include it. So please make sure that you are clicking on the Watch on YouTube link. And the directions are right here just in case that you forget. So as you're watching these 4 videos, you want to begin to think about which severe weather phenomenon you want to work on. So after this, you are going to choose one of these extreme weathers. So you might choose thunderstorms to work on, blizzards, hurricanes, or tornadoes. And the reason why I'm showing you all of these severe weather phenomenons first is because I want you to get a good idea of what you are going to be working with. So please watch these 4 videos and begin to think about which one you would like to work with for the rest of the project. And that brings us to our next section. So over here, it prompts you to make a choice. So here's the link to the capture sheet, or you can click here. I'm actually going to go ahead and click the link just so you can take a look at what the capture sheet looks like. So over here, I have the 4 severe weather phenomenons listed and 4 categories over here. So just as an example, say that I chose tornadoes as my severe weather phenomenon to work on for the rest of the project. So as I begin to do my research, I'm only going to fill out the column on tornadoes. I'm not going to worry about hurricanes, thunderstorms, or blizzards because that is not the one that I chose. Please, I do not want you to do more work than you have to. You're only reporting on one severe weather. So whatever you choose, make sure you are just doing that column. So in all, you're only doing 4 boxes of whatever it is that you choose. So over here, you're going to be talking about wind. What is the wind like during this severe weather phenomenon? What is the precipitation like? Does it rain? Does it snow? Over here, you're going to talk about other characteristics or facts that you might want to mention. And then finally, safety precautions. So how you want to stay safe in these conditions. And one thing I do want to mention before you begin to edit, you want to make sure that you are making a copy. You do not want to be editing on the master copy. So please make sure as soon as you get on here, and I should have shown you as soon as I click the link, I do apologize, but you want to make sure you're clicking File, make a copy, and then that copy will be all yours. And no one can mess with your work. So you want to make sure you are making a copy. So going back here, again, you want to click the link to open your capture sheet, make a copy of it, and decide which severe weather phenomenon you want to work with. After you have made a choice in this section, you are going to continue your research. So again, say that I did thunderstorms, or I'm sorry, I said tornadoes. So say that I did my tornadoes. So I'm actually going to scroll down and I'm going to find tornadoes. So tornadoes happens to be the last section. So over here are a lot of sources that contain information about tornadoes. And as I'm watching and reading these sources, I want to make sure that I'm taking down notes in my capture sheet because those notes will later be used in our report. So because I chose to work with tornadoes, I'm only focusing on this tornado section. I am not bothering with hurricanes, thunderstorms, or blizzards. Okay, if you choose to do thunderstorms, it is the first one. You have blizzards next, hurricanes right after that, and then tornadoes last. Okay? And then finally, after you've conducted your research and you've wrote down notes in your capture sheet, your exit ticket is to actually just make sure that you've completed your capture sheet. And again, you are not completing the entire sheet. You are completing the column that you are reporting on. So if you are doing tornadoes, you are only completing this column. If you are working on hurricanes, you are only completing this column, and so on and so forth. So your exit ticket is to make sure that you have completed that capture sheet because all those notes on that capture sheet will be used in Module 3. So I know this is a lot of information, so just like a very quick recap I'm going to just recap from after this video here. So you watch this video, and then we see our news reports. Again, you are watching all of these so you can decide later. So you are watching all of these. Again, make sure you click on the Watch on YouTube link for this thunderstorms video. You are watching all of these, and then you are making a choice. Okay? When you click on this link and it prompts you to a new screen, make sure you are making a copy first, and then you begin to edit your document. Okay? After you've made your choice and you know which one you want to work with, now you're going to begin your research. Again, you are only researching on the severe weather phenomenon that you chose. So if you are working on tornadoes, you should not be looking over here in the thunderstorm section, or in the blizzard section, or in the hurricane section. And that goes for any of the topics that you chose. So if you chose hurricanes, you're focusing on hurricanes. Blizzards, you're focusing on blizzards, and thunderstorms, you are focusing on thunderstorms. And finally, you just want to make sure your exit ticket is to make sure that you are completing the capture sheet, just the column that you're working on. Okay, so hopefully that clarified anything that needed to be clarified. Again, please make sure that you are reading all of the captions, the headings, you're viewing all the videos, you are reading all of the readings, because again, it does contribute to the overall learning experience, and it better equips you for the next module, which is our final module. Okay, again, not everything has to be completed in the first day. You can take your time. You have a week to complete this. Okay, thank you guys so much, and good luck, and I'll see you next week.